but either way they gon'.
It's Madden NFL 23, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Packers and the Bucs, and it's all up next.
We are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
First down, Mobley, and this is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Looking to throw on second down. Mobley being chased out left. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 25. McCool aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll look to throw again. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all total. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this out to right around the 20. Just a couple on the ground, and it's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
It's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw on third down. Mobley. And able to find Allen Lazard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll run wide side with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 4.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly when the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground and you go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Be careful. They might want to play it over his head as this game progresses.
On third down, Mobley. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley, he completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Mobley, he completes it to Evans. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Baker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. His fourth catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as they drew it up in practice.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Suckup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the man who finished it off for the run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. That's going to be a 6-yard gain that leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run in this contest.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mobley trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fans of old school football, they got to be loving this partner. All 3 drives so far have ended in a touchdown, and all 3 on the ground.
And when you say fans of old school football, count me in, because you just don't see ground games dominate the scoring by pounding the rock like this anymore. To me, this is refreshing.
Extra point put through by Succo, and that makes the score 21-0. Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd down and 5.
Back to throw. Mobley drops it to Jones in the flat. So back-to-back plays, each get one. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a defense you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mobley.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Mobley. This is caught with a catch right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Mobley. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Flashes another juke. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Mobley. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, Jones. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
It's been nice explosive after 2 stops like that near the goal line. Defense is only become bolder. They don't back it up. I think they continue to bring pressure and force him to make a really good play against him.
And the incompletion will run for no gain. Let's see now. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Crosby is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Mobley to Evans on the slam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Mobley.
A quick pass here to Godwin. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw. Mobley. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, Mobley. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Chris Godwin
From 4 yards out.
And the Bucs are able to add on to their first half lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point try now for Suckup. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Mobley. That's complete to Cobb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Mobley. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there. Trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Up the gut, Fournette. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Packers in that first half. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Here comes Cobb.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Probably no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Continues to struggle to find crease to break off a big one. Might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And even 40 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mobley.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.